Transformers: The Last Knight is directed by Michael Bay and stars Mark Wahlberg, Anthony Hopkins, and Laura Haddock. And this is the 5th installment in the Transformers franchise. And in this movie, the humans and Transformers are at war. Optimus Prime is gone, and the key to saving our futures lies buried under the secrets of the past in the hidden history of Transformers on Earth. I came into this movie not seeing any reviews or looking at the Rotten Tomatoes scores because I want to have an open mind and hoping that the movie could be good. You guys know I'm not a fan of the franchise, so you might think I will talk shit about this movie. I will talk shit about this movie, but listen to what my friend Mirza got to say about it because he loves the Transformers franchise.
Transformers: The Last Knight have instantly became my least favorite Transformers movie of all time. I was so disappointed. I was so underwhelmed with the previous movie, and even with the lowest expectation, I was still disappointed with this one. There were so many problems in this movie, such as the dialogue, the plot, the character, the action, so many of them. On the other hand, the visuals were great as usual, the music was fantastic as usual, we get more robot interaction, robot screen time, but that's all there is to it.
You see, even from a Transformer franchise lover, he have that thought. I agree with you, Mirza. Okay, let's talk about the positives of this movie. It looks great on Imax 3D. And you have to be drunk to enjoy the movie. That is pretty much it. The rest of the movie is abysmal. Right from the opening scene, you could tell that the movie was not that good. There was bad editing, the dialogues were stupid, and they somehow make a potentially epic war scenes very boring. Legit, I could not take how bad the editings and the dialogues are in this movie. YouTubers could do better editing than what I've seen in the first half of the movie. Second half a bit better, but first half of the movie, the editing was horrendous. There was like jump cuts everywhere, and not only film editing, sound editing. One particular scene, legit, there was a music playing in the background, and the actors were talking, and then suddenly halfway the music just stopped, and the character keep talking without any context whatsoever, as if it never happened. What's wrong with that song? It just stopped halfway without any particular reason. And the aspect ratio, if you watch the trailers, you know that the aspect ratio of the movie increased from bigger to smaller, bigger to smaller. I thought it's gonna be on the trailers. It's in the freaking movie. It annoys me to hell. The movie at one point have a bigger aspect ratio, and then the next scene shorter, big, small, big, small. It keep on changing. In like 2 minutes, there could be 5 aspect ratio changes. What the hell is wrong with that? I know they use IMAX camera. I know they use 2 different cameras. But why can't you just adjust the aspect ratio so it's the same? Why is it like that? It's annoying. The young girl in this movie, played by Isabella Moner, I didn't think her performance was that good. And aside, to add on that, her character is practically useless. You remove her character from the movie, practically make no difference, and it would save so much runtime. Mark Wahlberg is bad in this movie. He didn't do anything. I don't know how this movie do it. They made Anthony Hopkins, Sir Anthony Hopkins, a disgrace. The lines given to him were bad. The directing given to him was not good. His performance is good like always, but what he had to work with make him a disgrace. There is also a forced love story in this movie between Mark Wahlberg's character and Laura Haddock's character named Vivian, who plays a major role in this movie. And the chemistry wasn't there, and there is a forced love story, and it doesn't fit. It's so cringe to watch that moment. I can't stress out enough. This is one of the worst written movies I have ever seen. The dialogues were bad, it was cheesy, it was cringy. The story is also very bad. So many things going on at the same time, convoluted. This movie is like 2 movies in one. First half is Mark Wahlberg focusing with the little girl and focusing on his relationship there. Second half, Mark Wahlberg goes to Britain and focus relationship with Anthony Hopkins and Laura Haddock. And then third act, they combine all those together, and it didn't work. There is so many scenes out of context, and it just happened randomly for the sake of the movie. Another spoiler. There is one particular scene where Mark Wahlberg do something in the middle of a battle, and the battle just stopped and just Boom! Without no explanation whatsoever how that happened, how did he do it, it just stopped. It's so stupid. And also I will compare this to the Martha moment in BVS, which was made as a meme basically. There is one moment which was so stupid and doesn't make sense. It's probably worse than the Martha moment. When I come to a Transformer movie, I came to see the robots in action. I want to care about the robots, I want to care about the characters, and I want to care about the story. I want to be invested in the story. There is very little to almost no robot action at all. There is some action, robot action, very, very little. Story is boring, the characters are boring, which is a bad mistake for them. Optimus is hardly there. Grimlock is freaking wasted in this movie. And Megatron was a joke. I was trying to keep an open mind, and I begged for a great third act while watching the theaters, cause thus far I find so many flaws, and the bad editing really annoys me, and the dialogue really annoys me. So I really hope that there is a good third act which could maybe change the whole thing, make it a cool guilty pleasure movie with the great third act. It was not there. Probably one of the worst finish to a movie this year. There are moments in this movie that I could legit tell that they're trying to make us care about the characters and make us relate and bond, which they fail miserably. I'm not saying this because I dislike the franchise. Hey, I enjoy the hell out of the first movie. I find the first movie good. I'm not a fan of second until 4, but I do not hate the franchise. I'm just not a fan of it. There is many lines which they try to be funny, but I didn't find it funny. And the only time I laugh in the theaters when I think about, oh, why, what's wrong? How did this happen? This is certainly in the running for the best comedy of the year, and the same level as 50 Shades Darker. To be fair, my biggest complaint from the first until the fourth movie is that I don't know what's going on most of the time when there is robot and robot battle. It's just so confusing. But this movie, the fifth one, I understand what's going on, cause nothing freaking happens. Mirza, how much would you score this movie?
I'm giving this movie a 4 out of 10.
You know, this movie is a waste of time, and I do not recommend you watching it. Even someone who loves the franchise dislike it, which is why I'm giving this Transformers The Last Shit 3.3. Done. I'm sorry if I got a bit harsh there and my words throughout the movie you might think is really harsh. But that's legit what I think of the movie. I cannot enjoy it because I keep on noticing the flaws of this movie. I legit cannot enjoy this movie. But you might have a different opinion. That's the great thing about movie criticism and movie fan base. People can have different opinions. I know some people probably will enjoy this. Me in particular, I didn't find it enjoyable because I keep on noticing the flaws and there is so much things wrong in my opinion. So guys, are you gonna watch this movie just to see what the hell's going on? Are you gonna be smart and avoid this movie? Who am I kidding? This movie is critic proof. Doesn't matter what the critics say, doesn't matter what I say, doesn't matter what the Rotten Tomatoes scores say. You're still gonna watch this movie, aren't you? Yeah. God damn it, Transformers. Whatever, go waste your time in 2 hour 30-minute runtime of this movie. And yeah, tell me in the comment section below which Transformers movie is your favorite. My favorite is the first one. This one probably the worst one. I don't know how, but they make the second movie, which I find really bad, a masterpiece in comparison to this one. Yeah guys, give my video a like, comment in this comment section below, share it with your friends, tell everyone what the hell this movie is all about, and subscribe to my channel to see more. I made Schmodown reaction video recently, which has been fun. I made trailer reaction, I made movie reviews, I make movie news, all those kind of movie content in this channel. Till next time, ciao out.